Hey guys, I just added a few things to our module and our course, and I just wanted to go over some things with you since I've been getting a few questions through email. Okay, so when you log on to Canvas and then you go to our little tile, then this is what pops up. So this is our class. I made this cute little video just to say hi, and I put this course structure and calendar on here for you. So every day you'll need to watch a video, a teaching video, then you'll need to complete an assignment. You guys don't have books, but you have the PDF version online. Then you're going to review your answers and work with the answer keys. You're going to take a daily quiz. You're going to upload a copy of your work and then email me your questions. This green button is really fancy. We'll come back to it. And the previous week's assignments, we're going to talk about this in just a second as well. This is me and my phone number and my information, and then you can click there to go to Skyward. So in this blue tab in the modules, that's where I build everything for the course. And there's two ways to get to the modules. You can click on this blue button and it'll take you to the modules, or you can click on this green button. So this green button is specifically for this week's module only. Notice it says week 1, 825 to 828. After week 1, we'll now have 2 modules on the course, but this button will go straight to week 2. So if you already completed week 1 module and you don't need to do anything else with it, then I would click on this green button. If you need to find more information for the module, then you would just click the blue button and it'll have all the modules on it. So 2 different ways to access that module tab. So we click on this green button and it takes us to this week's module. So today I've opened up some extra things that maybe you haven't seen before, and I just wanted to talk about them first. I'm opening them up a day early just to give you guys more time with this, since this is all brand new and maybe you're not used to the way I teach, which is fine. If you have any questions, please email me. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Week 1 is 825 to 828. So this week is kind of more laid back just because it's the brand new of school and I want to make sure that you're logging in. So 825 and 826 is disclosures and introduction. So we're doing those 2 things over those 2 days. The class disclosure is here. So some of you are having a hard time finding it. You click on that and you can click on this PDF if you want to, and that'll bring it up on a different screen. Or you can just read it here on this screen. So this is all of the assignments and all of the procedures for this course. If you have questions, let me know. Then after you complete reading that and showing that to your parents, then you're going to click on Class Disclosure Agreement. And basically what it says is that you understand the expectations of this course, and so do your parents, and you don't have any questions. If you do have questions, email me before completing this step. Now, this says past due. Here's the thing. Canvas and Skyward work really well when they keep the same dates. So my due dates and my assigned dates are the exact same. However, I'm not expecting you to have this done on this date. It's more of like a suggestion. You should follow my pacing guidelines, but if you're like a few days late, it's not a big deal. It's okay. I'm going to check on you though if you are like a week late and see what's going on. But this is okay. It says no time limit. You don't have a time limit for this quiz. And then it has just the date, because this is the date I assigned it and the date that it'll be in Skyward. Now, when it says, I wanted to tell you that this is a quiz, but it's not a quiz. So Skyward and Canvas like certain names, and they work really well with those certain names. So pretty much all of the things that we're doing are called quizzes, but they're not technically quizzes, they're just assignments. So the only things that are assessments will be tests, and it'll clearly say test. Everything else is assignment, regardless of what it's called. So then you'll just answer these questions. So yay, I agree with and understand the rules and expectations of this course, and so do my parents. And then submit, and then yes, I want to submit, and then it'll grade this for you. Some things are graded and some things are not, but this one is. So then there you go, you already have some points. Now, this is only worth 1 point, but Skyward or Canvas does a weird job of communicating that to you. So if you're confused about how many points something is worth, please just let me know. But assignments are all 20% and assessments are 80. So that's really where you want to focus if you're trying to figure out how many points something is. Assessments are the big thing, so your tests. All right, so that was the disclosure and the disclosure agreement. And then this was your assignment for today. Tell me about yourself. So what you were supposed to do is open up this assignment and then read what it says. So I want to know your name, your favorite holiday, and the best fast food restaurant. Here's my responses so that you can get to know me too. And then you can submit your assignment over here on the right-hand side. If you're having a problem or you struggle with uploading a video, just email it to me and I'll watch it that way. But sometimes Canvas doesn't love videos, so sorry about that. Let me know. The next thing that I wanted you to do for today is these get to know you questions. So these questions are really centered around online learning. And I'm just trying to understand what worked with you and what didn't so that I can help you for this future course. Because I don't know, I wasn't with you before, or maybe I was. But anyways, okay, so again, this has no time limit and it's due today, 0 days. So then you would just do this. I already did it on another screen, so it says view results. Sorry about that. So we'll just go back here. Okay, now this is your math stuff. So tomorrow, technically, we're starting your content. Now I've organized the math stuff the same way every day, so it shouldn't be a surprise to you when you see it on Monday, as it should look exactly the same. So here's the information you need to know. This is the learning goal. So this is the goal of the unit. You're going to solve equations by combining like terms and using the distributive property. If you already know how to do this, then that's fantastic, and you're just gonna get this done really quickly. I'm gonna open up a week module at a time, so I wanna keep you on a good pace. If you have a problem with that, let me know. So you'll have the learning goal at the beginning. The one in the front is for the quarter, and the one behind is for the unit. So we're quarter 1, unit 1, okay? Then I have the date for the day, and it says neighboring signs. There's a video and there's a song for this one. Most of them will just say video. I have the I can, so this is the goal for that day. So on 8/27, you should be able to combine numbers with different signs. Then I use a workbook that I've created in my class. So we're just going to use those same assignments. So what you can do is you can click on neighboring signs, and this is the page. If you have a hard time reading a page like the numbers are blurry or whatever, let me know and I'll rescan the document for you because I want it to look really nice. So here's the assignment for the day. If you would like to, you can print this off or you can just write it down on a separate sheet of paper. I don't care. However, you have to show me your work. So make sure that you're writing it down somewhere so that you can take a picture of it. Okay, so let's start with this. Now, it says daily quiz. It's technically not a quiz, it's an assignment. So what I've done is I've taken problems off of the assignment, this page 19, and I've created a quiz. And Canvas likes to call them quizzes, but they're only assignments. So what you need to do is you can start with this quiz. Oh, no. Hold on. Okay. So sorry about that. I had to fix it. So you can start with this quiz. I unlocked it so that it can be taken today if you'd really want to. It has a time limit, and it says this very clearly. So you have 45 minutes. It's due tomorrow because that's the day that you're actually supposed to do it. And it has the directions right here, and then it has 2 attempts. If you need more attempts, then you need to email me and I'll unlock more. But 2 attempts should be all that you need. Okay, so we're going to begin it. I just want to show you some things about this quiz, and then we'll go back to the modules as soon as it loads. Okay, so at the very top, you can see the time remaining, and there's this cute little calculator button. If you press this button, now you have a scientific calculator that you can use. So if you don't have a scientific calculator at home, that's okay. You have one on the quiz. Okay, now let's look at this quiz for a second. It says 8/27, so that's tomorrow. That's the day that this is supposed to be published that you're working on this. So the date, and then it says daily quiz, and then the learning goal afterwards. Now, in these little boxes, there's how many problems we have. So you have 5 problems to complete. On the first line, it says number 1, and then -9 minus parentheses -10. So what this means is that the number 1 on the actual assignment on the PDF that we were just looking at for page 19, I believe, it's -9 minus 10 in parentheses. Then this has problem number 6. This has problem number 11, 14, and 20. So these are the problems that you need to make sure that you're completing, make sure that you have work for, and then you're going to type your answer in here. So -9 minus 10 is -19. You can do with, I prefer without spaces, but I've put lots of extra answers on the problem. Okay, so what you do is you write down this problem, you do the problem, and it's on that PDF if you wanted to print that out. You just put your numbers in here. 7, we're just gonna guess. Okay, then you submit your assignment, and this is basically you turning in your work. Oh man, I struggled. I only got 1 out of 5 points, so it's going to grade it for you. If you think an answer should be correct and it's not correct, let me know. There's a problem with Canvas, okay? And I'll fix that for you. So I got this one correct because there's a green check mark, so yay! But these other ones I did not do well with. All right, so what I will do if I was you is I would write down 6, 11, 14, and 20. Okay, then the next thing you're gonna do is you're not gonna take it again yet. So 6, 11, 14, and 20, we're gonna go back to the module. And then on the module, if you notice, it says answers. So click on that. So a PDF will appear, and that has most of the answers on it. The answers that it doesn't have are the answers that were on that daily quiz. So again, we're just taking problems off of the PDF and putting them on a quiz so that you can turn in your assignments. So it says key on there too. Yay! So if you notice, 1 we did, and we got -19, and then 6, 11, these are all circled and they say look at. See that? And the same thing with like number 14, look at, and number 1, look at these numbers. Okay, the reason that it says look at is because it has some work for you, and they're very similar to number 1. So look at number 2. It looks almost identical to number 1, except the 5 isn't negative at the front. So if you struggled on number 1, I would suggest trying number 2 and seeing if you get 1. If you get 1, then you're doing it correctly. Then go back and try number 1 on your quiz again. And the same thing with these other problems. So 14 says to look at 17. So if you notice, there's a parentheses with the negative and then another negative and more parentheses, and 17 has a lot of that double negative as well. And if you notice here, these cute little double negatives turn to positives. Then we combined these using addition and we got 29. So if you're struggling on 14, change these cute little negatives to positives and then combine using addition, just like we did on 17. So try 17 on your own and see if you get 29 because it's the correct answer. If you do, then try number 14 on your daily quiz. So this is the great way to use an answer key, and I want to really show you because when you later on in math, you will be given like all the odd problems when you have to buy your textbooks from college. And this is a great way to use that resource. So that's how we're going to be practicing. Plus, it's really good for you to check your answers. Okay, so let's go to modules again. Sorry about that. All right, so we talked about the date, that I can combine numbers with different signs, the page number, which is your PDF, you can print off or not, the answer key, and then the quiz. Okay, and remember the quiz is just basically taking this assignment and turning it in. That's all I'm doing. I'm taking like 2 to 8 problems from the assignment, and then you can turn them in. And I have it on the quiz. So I would suggest watching the video, taking the quiz, going to the answers if you get the quiz questions wrong, and then trying some problems again. Now, the last thing you need to do for every day is you need to upload your assignment. I'm going to be checking these randomly. For right now, we're just going to try that and see how it goes. So what you need to do is you need to take a picture of your assignment or all the work that you've done. If you have more than one picture, then that should be fine too. If you have a problem uploading this, let me know and we'll figure out a system. But you go through your computer, save it somewhere, and upload a picture or the scan of your work so that I can see it. It's really helpful for me when I see what you're doing if you are struggling with something. So this is part of what you need to be doing every single day. And then just submit it. It has 0 points attached to it. So you probably won't ever see that I've graded it. It'll just be something that you upload as part of your assignment that I'm checking. And then this Friday, you're just going to complete all unfinished work. It's kind of a lot going through the first week and getting used to things. So just take that time to make sure that you're all caught up. Please let me know if you have any questions. Email me. I'm available and I'm very happy to help you. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye.